Hey everybody, welcome. This is another video we got, and this time we're in ranked battle. Now, this is in the Go League, and right now it's 6 versus 6, right? A couple of ranked seasons ago, they changed up the format from 7 versus 7 to 6 versus 6, and it makes it to me more battle impact, meaning that what you do has a bigger impact than before, right? Instead of the traditional 7 versus 7. I've always enjoyed ranked just because I feel because you have a bigger impact, you're able to, control pretty much the course of the battle, right? Now, especially in random battles, right? Sometimes it just doesn't happen. Sometimes there's too many ships, you're gonna get farmed out. But with less ships, that tends to happen a lot less, right? So with the 6 versus 6 format, I've really been enjoying it ever since it came out, right? And even going right now, the current clan battle is 6 versus 6, right? And there's times where you just feel like you can just do more, right? Because there's less. Well, in this instance, here we are in the OG, right? The Gerser Kurfurst. Once a tech line ship, but now it's a premium. And the GK, I mean, I love the Schlieffen, but I just perform better in the GK because of the armor, right? Schlieffen has way better secondaries, so I would give it that. But when it comes to health pool and armor, and sometimes raw alpha based on the guns, because you have a lot more guns, obviously, the GK just feels better, to me, right? And I've seen a lot of great Schlieffen games. Don't mind, like, I've seen amazing Schlieffen games, but I've also seen amazing GK games as well. But here we are, right? So we have one DD on each side. We have a Kamikaze and a Ragnar. Now, this is a part of a problem because they have radar DD or Ragnar, which can easily nuke the Shima, right? Other more is telling our Shima to go ahead and cap A, right? And I'm like, dude, I think Ragnar's at B. He's in the, this is a really, even though the minimap looks huge, it's a really small map, right? So we see with the enemy GKs over here, right? I take my shot and dispersion's going. But trust me when I say this, German battleships, even in Schlieffens or ranked tier 9, tier 8, tier 10, German battleships just have a really good time in rank because there's less people, right? There's less enemy. We hear the Ragnar comes out, he's trying to do what I say, trying to farm on the Shima, and the Shima's pressed the button against the island, right? We here trying my best, and my first shot all miss, right? That's German dispersion. So I'm predicting he's moving forward, he's reversing. Okay, he's going to move. I aim a little higher, right? And look at this. What happened? Like for me, my secondaries is still on. Unfortunately, our Shima is still spotted because of the radar, right? Or the Moines trying to farm on GK, but the Shima's gonna go down. So one thing I did forget to mention is on lineup. So we do have a Des Moines, they have a Zal, we have a Stalingrad, and then they have Smolensk. Take another shot at the Ragnar, and this time I finally get some shot. Unfortunately, the Ragnar was able to take down it was actually the GK main guns was able to take down the Shima, but the Ragnar was able to spot him. So battleships are myself, the Vermont, and the Mecklenburg. So you would figure, right, with 2 radar cruisers, we should have an advantage. At this point we lost, right? We're down 5-6, but it's okay. And based on the mini map, right, Schlieffen's on the way on the other side, Thunder's on the other side, but this is a small bag, so Thunder can actually cross shot. But you notice where the GK was heading, right? He's out of the game. Remember, in ranked battles, your position matters a lot. Vermont's suggesting that we push in, and I agree with him. We have to push in. I'm looking at the A cap, and I see the little nudge right there on the island where the Des Moines can safely actually go into the cap and actually cap it. Now there's one ship that we have not seen, and that's the Zal. There's a Zal on the other side, and we don't know where he's at. Okay. Unless I'm scared of someone else, that's why I'm sorry to push in. But bam, look at this. Look at this Zal just being broadside to us. We shoot, and only one pin. Dispersion failed us, but I put my secondaries on him, and unfortunately for the Zal, he beached right in front of the Des Moines and myself with the secondaries on him, and the Vermont coming behind us. Got caught on fire. Smolensk is in the back, right? In a position like this where the sea was Smolensk is firing with double fire. Here at the side of where my heel's already popping, and I'd rather just keep the fire going, right? managing my DCP, my repairs, my heals is all critical to me when you're balancing, right? Some people are like, oh, I'm gonna DCP, I'm gonna immediately take out the fire, but to me I felt like I was safe, right? I'm on heal and I'd rather wait it out, see what happens. We took out those owls, 5 versus 5, right? The Moy's out there, and I see the Thunder. It looked like he was pushing in, but he's actually reversing. So I see the Mecklenburg and the Stalin gun over there. They're having a hard time, I can see. So it was a good thing that we actually made this push. I try to help out on the Thunder, and I'm like, okay, cool. He's going behind the island. We got into the cap, right? But the one thing I know is that this is a small map, and I just don't want to be in the middle of everything. Something told me instinct, where is the GK? I pop my Hydro and bam, he's actually right behind us. Oh man. So the Moyne notices too, because you know, once I pop my Hydro, he knows it as well. And so we're gonna keep pushing away from him. Now I see the Vermont doing something wild. I never thought I would see Vermont do that. And this is the one crazy part of the game I actually thought was a wild. I'm turning my guns to help out Vermont on the GK. Right there I kinda like call it what it is. I panic and I fire the guns before I actually took my aim, right? Unfortunately, but I do have my secondaries on him, so we're gonna focus on him. So here we are, putting all our guns to Brock because it looks like GK's focused on Des Moines. I am a little bit upper because he's turning the angle, so I'm putting the elbow belt, and we got 3 pins, 11k. Our heals back up, and remember, fire is healable, so we healing back everything we lost. Right here, I thought the GK should have rammed, and he made a mistake for not ramming, right? I run in actually into my own Des Moines and I stop, right? Allowing him to go. But you see what the Vermont's doing, he's actually battling it out. Vermont's actually pretty maneuverable, they're just slow, but the rush shift is really, really good. I take my shots, try to help out Vermont before he gets broadside to him, right? And boom, right? That's our first kill. Come around and we gotta turn all our guns. Put the secondaries on the Thunder, he's our next guy. Right, this is what I love. This is what I absolutely love playing in these German battleships, right? I love pushing in. This is what I feel like the pinnacle of the height of water warships is, right? Not going in far back and shooting HE, whatever. This is one-on-one battle. I wouldn't say one-on-one because the money's right there helping me out. But battling, right? And this is what I enjoy. Just, you know, go ahead. Imano versus Imano, right? And so I'm turning my guns to help out with the Thunder. And unfortunately, I think Des Moines, he's going to take a lot, right? I aim at the upper belt, and I'm just trying to keep my secondaries on him, and now we're tied up 4 versus 4. Unless it's on the far end, and if, I wouldn't be surprised if he was trying to, you know, HE spam me to death. Here, I just had to keep focusing on the Thunder because I got to keep pushing inwards. Right? So I noticed, boom, I think it was the fire that took him. Yeah, it was the fire that took him out of the Thunder. So now I'm against the Schlieffen, right? Close battle. This is what I love, right? Secondary battles just going at it with each other. And so I'm going against the Schlieffen, and what I've decided to do in this one, right? Remember, the problem with the Schlieffen, it's this armor. And that is a fine, you know, example of the armor. He was bow in, but my guns overmatched his bow. I was able to take care of business as I should. So it's looking really, really good, right? 4 versus 2 now. We see with our Stalingrad, I guess he was being HE spammed to death or whatever. He's been trying to launch some tourists, but you know, we were anticipating that. So this is what my mindset is, right? I spotted, it gotta be the Ragnar. He's still probably around C, but it's actually the Smolensk that's spotted me. And then I'm going away from the Smolensk because I still gotta worry about the main priority. I gotta get the cap, right? Now we're still up. And we're gonna go in this. So what I'm planning is I don't want to be spammed to death, right? It can still happen, right? Lens can DPM the shit out of us if he got spotting and he still has his smoke. So I decided, right? This is me managing my DCP and my heal. Instead, I'm gonna get this cap, but I need to do it in a way that I don't get spotting and have the cap keep resetting, right? Main objectives is still the main objective. You still got to get the caps, right? You still got to get points. As you continue to do that, you will, you know, win more games. So I come around, right? I want to get this cap, stay out of sight, and what I'm gonna do is just pretty much just chill, really. The heal's coming back up, and I'm gonna re-heal back about 17, right? So I'll try to aim at the Smolensk. my back guns was free, so I'm trying to get one of those. Great thing about this though is here comes the Ragnar. He's coming around trying to do a little sneaky shot, trying to catch me on fire. I'm going to try to help support Mecklenburg, and when I come around, he's in smoke. But good thing for us, the Stalingrad spotted him from a distance, and he was broadside to the Stalingrad. And look at that, shots, boom, took him out. So that only leaves one thing left. Come around, defend A, and find this Ragnar. He has no torps. Ragnar's asking for parlay. Nah, we don't parlay here, alright? So here I decided to switch up to my HE, right? Because, you know, I might as well get the max out of it. So I'm waiting, I'm looking. Mecklenburg is stopped. He by the cap C. And I'm looking around for this Ragnar. And bam, there he is. No torps. When you see DDs like this with like the Sherman or the Ragnar or the Groningen or Friesland, your battleships just push in. They don't have torps. You have nothing to worry about. Alright, so here we go. We're coming in and fire our shots, and it should be an easy kill and easy win. Hopefully everyone enjoyed that. It was a quick little match, but I figured it was something to, you know, keep the uploads on YouTube going. But if y'all like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all have a good one.